Hey guys, we're back and today is day 4, Thursday, April 9th, week 3. And we're in our science, page 63. If you don't have that ready yet, go ahead and pause and turn to 63. We're looking at polar regions. Thus explains why I have this little polar bear sitting here. I had bought this for Kennedy, I think, before she was even born, but either she or one of the dogs got a hold of it because it's now a one-eyed polar bear, so still a polar bear anyway. Okay, so we are looking at polar regions, and you see there on the top of page 63, it's also called the Arctic, right? Or the Arctic Circle. So let's read together, if you would please, what it has to say in the blue box at the top. Ready? A polar region habitat has very cold temperatures. It is covered with ice and snow most of the year. Polar regions include the Arctic and Antarctica, so the North and the South poles. First dot, ready? The Arctic includes the North Pole and places near the pole. Second dot, snow covers the ground almost all year. It is mostly ice-covered ocean. Frozen land is all around. It has a short summer. Plants grow during the summer, believe it or not. It is a habitat for animals that can live in very cold weather. Okay, so that is the Arctic. And that's where our friend the polar bear would live. And he would love it if penguins would live there, but they don't because he would eat them. So that's why God put penguins on the South Pole or in Antarctica. We'll read about that in the next page. So polar bears, number 1, have under their skin to keep them warm. So they've got fur, then they've got skin, then they've got a lot of this stuff that keeps them warm. Would that be bones, fat, or muscles? If you said fat, that's the one you should have circled. Great. Bones wouldn't keep them warm. Bones would just help them stand up straight. Muscles give them strength, not really heat. Okay, number 2, their thick keeps them warm and provides camouflage. Their thick fur, body, or claws. Fur, you're right, their thick fur helps keep them warm. Now, what I've been taught is that their fur isn't actually white, it's clear. You might want to do some research on this. It's clear, and the white color is coming from the skin underneath it. So that's kind of interesting. My husband's walking through the door if you hear any noise. Number 3, polar bears eat mostly berries, seals, or rabbits. Well, for one thing, do you think there are any berries growing on the North Pole? Probably not. Do you think there are seals in the water? Yes, there are. Rabbits? No, you wouldn't have rabbits. So seals would be your correct answer. Okay. Number 4, in the winter, a mother polar bear lives in a snow. She gives birth to her cubs there. Well, just like a brown or black bear, they spend the winter in a den, right? So that would be the first answer. And that's when they give birth to their cubs. I already warned them that you're coming, so you don't have to worry a whole lot about noise. Okay, number 5. A polar bear's large act like snowshoes. Well, what do you put shoes on? You put them on your ears. If you do, you're weird. You put them on your eyes, you'll fall in a ditch. You put them on your feet, right? So feet would be the only answer that makes sense there. Okay, great. So now we're going to Antarctica, but you could stick around, see what you're missing, okay? First bubble, dot. Antarctica includes the South Pole and the land around that pole. It has the coldest climate on the Earth, even colder than the North Pole. It is covered by ice. Ocean is all around it. It has very few land animals. Many kinds of animals live in the ocean around Antarctica. So the penguins really don't have any land enemies. Where their problem comes from is once they hit the water. And then, of course, there are killer whales and whales down there that would love to make a meal of them. So you have the emperor penguin there, and then you have the Adele penguin. The emperor penguins are very large. The Adele are a little bit smaller. Fill in the circle beside the word that best completes the sentences. And it would be interesting too to go on YouTube and just look up penguins and see what else you could learn about them. Number 1, some penguins eat krill, squid, and fish. Of course, there aren't any insects. One of the few places that you will not find insects in the world. Number 2, groups of penguins nest and raise their chicks in a, there's no reason that you would know this because they haven't really told us, region or rookery. It's actually called a rookery, where penguins nest. It's the rookery. Say that with me, rookery. That's not easy. Okay, number 3, the penguin stands about 4 feet tall. It is the largest type of penguin. Do you remember what I just told you a moment ago? You're right, the emperor. And number 4, a penguin's feathers help keep it safe from predators under the water. Black or white? Well, do you think they're floating on their back? No. So when they're on top of the water, what the predator sees is the white part of the penguin. And that blends in with all the light that is above them and the reflection. And so they're not as visible. If they were flipped over and you saw black surrounded by white, then you'd be an easy prey. So a penguin's white feathers help keep it safe from predators under the water. Okay, so that's it for science today. Again, if you want to do any more investigation, you'll probably find some more information on the internet, or you can enjoy the other science programs that are out there for you, okay? All right, I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.